New fastest lap for trial, 39.3.
Sorry. Once I tapped you, I think I took your air.
There goes the telemetry for that run.
Whoa, sorry about that.
And welcome back, guys. It is week 5. NASCAR iRacing series brings us to Auto Club Motor Speedway in Ontario, California. Still working with this new aero package iRacing just brought to mimic the real life NASCAR package of 2019.
Did you get my message there, 34?
We're a bit early. The race session doesn't start for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, he can't speak at the moment.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some more practice in though. How about that? So let's hop into the cockpit of the car and make sure everything is working. Before we get started today, last week I had a few connection issues. So this may help us make sure we have those ironed out before we begin. How about that? What's up, Raven? Good to see you, man. Alright, we're gonna practice. We are using the VRS setup. It's actually a setup that I usually
call me a hack too.
Usually use. Let's roll.
Does anyone have a recommendation on the setup?
Yeah, tape it up to 80 and just put it to the floor.
I usually try to use the VRS setup and try to adjust it a little bit if I can, but you know I'm still not that knowledgeable on how to do setups and all that yet.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors.
It takes a lot of time to set them up.
No.
That's right. This is Jeff Burton.
Nice to meet you, man. I'm a big fan.
Oh god. Oh god. I can already hear some fanboying happening right now in this session. There's a lot of popular people registered for today's race, including some pretty popular streamers and maybe a real racer. I'm not sure.
Just ride it out, man.
I usually don't really trust the names that I see unless like I know for a fact that that's the person.
I did meet a Jeff Palmer the other day.
But I don't care who's in the race. I'm here to beat them if I can.
A movie star?
So big difference, and people were asking in comments of last week's race in Phoenix. Let me turn this sound down.
Hey.
I can barely hear myself. Alright, let's turn them down. Okay, cool. So people were asking last week about the new package. They're like, I thought this was the new aero package. What's up with the speeds and stuff that's going on? Well, Phoenix is like, kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't really count in my opinion. Like, you definitely feel a difference in the aero package, even at Phoenix, but it's more considered like a short track, you know? Here at California, I mean, the normal speeds of California used to be around 200 plus going into turn 1, and you're gonna see today, maybe we might see it in the draft.
Right.
We might see it in the draft, but I haven't seen speeds anywhere near 200 miles an hour. Right now, hitting 185 going into turn 3.
Working around 48. one, and I can't figure out if I need to go higher or lower.
So now I'm in the draft, which is hugely important now. That's something new added to the new aero package. Now the draft has a bigger effect because of that bigger spoiler. And with the draft going into turn 1, we still only 187 miles per hour.
Thank you for that. I've never asked for specifics because I know how people are. I'm trying to learn it myself.
Am I clear? I don't know if we're clear. Oh, we're clear. Once again, we won't have our spotter this week. We may need to find us a new spotter / crew chief to work with us in this season. So hit me up if you're on iRacing and you're knowledgeable. I don't want just anybody being crew chief. We gotta have somebody who knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? But using the VRS setup, they put out like a early setup like earlier in the week. I tried that. It was pretty quick for qualifying for short run speed, but for long runs, I mean, we were getting killed. Like after about 10 laps, we just dropped back, and so they actually just updated the setup, and I'm now using V2 of VRS setup for this week at Auto Club, and it's working a bit better. I did a race before this race to kind of test it out. It's definitely loosened the car up, which is what I wanted. The car was way too tight in the turns. It just was so hard to turn. It's still pretty tight on the long run, but it feels better. It's progress. I felt more confident at the end of that last race. I don't know if we have a winning car. I wish that I could have spent more time on actually trying to fix the setup myself and figure it out, but I just didn't have time. The DCS F14 Zomcat came out yesterday, and I spent a lot of time with that. It's about 5 minutes until the official session right now. We're just in the practice session, getting ready, getting prepared for the NIS race for this week. The connection seems to be doing okay. We're not getting any complaints about blinking.
Your last lap time was at 40.3.
That guy is fast right there in the 4 car. I mean, that 83 car.
For a long time.
But it's so different, like the driving, and we'll talk more about this in the race. But the driving, the way you drive with this new, with the update with iRacing, just the new package update to the A car is, it used to be, this track used to be so slick, man. I used to be, if you guys remember me racing here last year in the 2018 NIS series we did last year, it was really slick. I was struggling for grip. The track was extremely low on grip, you know what I mean? But this year it's complete opposite. The new package with the spoiler and less engine power. Now you can pretty much go wide open, or other words, like throttle to the floor, pedal to the floor, all the way around the corners until the tires kind of give, and then you gotta let off a little bit.
Hitting in.
And I let off a little earlier, just so that I can save the tires a little bit, you know what I mean? And the draft is a bigger deal this year. Last time the draft has always played an effect in iRacing, but with this new spoiler and all of that stuff, it's so much stronger of an effect. You'll definitely see that, but there's no better way of seeing the difference than just doing it. Like, me trying to explain it is not really going to be explaining it very well. So the car's really stable. You haven't seen me like struggle for grip except for tight. I haven't been like trying to save the car. I haven't wrecked, which is what you usually see me do in practice. But I did just do a race probably an hour ago at this same track. Oh, and they touch, and they both go around. Oh, we just barely made it. He tried to save it, overcorrected, came right back out. Nice. Gotta love it. I'm expecting to see a lot of the same faces, and honestly, I kind of like the fact that I see a lot of the same drivers week by week. Cause I get used to the different names, I get used to the different cars. I know who to race with, who not to race with, who drives clean, who doesn't drive clean. I'm still getting more familiar with some of the names that we'll see in our race, but a lot of times we race with a lot of the same people. A lot of the same people keep coming back for more, and I like it. I do want to watch out for that white line, because if we get down there too much, we will get loose and the car will turn, and that's not what we want. But I don't think we're gonna get a lot of cautions in this race. Last week at Phoenix, we got a lot of cautions. What was it? 13, 15 was the count, I believe, at the end of our race. But I don't think we're going to see a lot of cautions this time. We may get a few, mostly contact stuff. Like, I don't think we're going to see a lot of cars spinning out on their own. Mainly, I think we're going to see people who are just making really bad decisions. Most likely how most of the wrecks are going to happen this week, I think. Hoping that we can get, you know, through to the end of this thing and have a good position. The last 2 weeks, we actually had spin outs and wrecks, so we haven't had a good, clean race since Atlanta, I believe. But now on week 5, I'm hoping to have a good race. I'm hoping it's not boring though. Like I don't wanna like, I don't know. I just hope we don't get put in a situation where we're like way in the back. Like if we're in the front and we're by ourselves, I'm okay with that. But if we're in the back and we're by ourselves, I don't want that to happen. Just a couple more minutes till we get started. So if you gotta go do what you gotta do, make it happen before we get started today. But welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for supporting. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, always glad to have you guys come back. I have a lot that I want to talk about. I want to kind of save some of our talking for the race because I know it's going to get to a time when it's going to be, you know, yellow flags and stuff that we want to do. But there's some Netflix stuff, a new Netflix show that I just found about Formula 1 that I want to talk about. I've been freaking addicted to that show, so I want to talk about that. I want to talk about all the different changes that happened in Formula 1. We got the new season coming up this weekend. IndyCar had their first race just last weekend. NASCAR had a great race in Phoenix. And I'm interested to see how racing goes for the Cup Series at California here. Because it's definitely, just racing here on iRacing has definitely changed my perspective of how racing is going to be from now on at tracks like these. It's different. It's so different. It's kind of the cool thing about racing. Like you try to get good at it, and then it changes. The rules change, the car changes, the track changes. Something always changes. So it's always a dynamic and adaptive world to kind of I guess you could say live in. We don't really live in that world, but even in the sim, things are always changing. Whether it be the tire model, the cars, whatever the heck it may be. But all right, that right there on our screen says the session is registered. That you registered for is starting. Please exit sim and join us. Go ahead and do a real quick mock pit stop. Let's get on the pit road without speeding. 55 is speed limit, and we're good there. We are the number 16 car, and I think that is it right there. And yes, I thought we slid in too far. We're good. We are good. What's up, Graeme? Good to see you, man. I'm just seeing the comments now. That's one thing I don't like about streaming to Twitch only is that I don't have a system in place yet to see my comments. And for some reason, my phone likes to go to sleep. Because I'm trying to look at the comments on my phone and it wants to go to sleep. All right, we're going to move on. Oh, I think it's going to kick us out. Yep, it did. No problem. Let's turn the music back on and we'll jam out while we wait. All right. Let me get a real quick water break, so I'm gonna mute myself. Pop, pop, pa-da-da, pop, pop. Yes, sir, our caution counter is here. You have to crash or it's not an official practice. Hey, well, we still have one more practice and a qualifying here to come up. I may or may not join in that next practice session that's about to come up on our screen. But yeah, I feel like every week I do wreck in practice. But hey, if you don't wreck in practice, you probably haven't found the limit yet, right? So let's go ahead and find that limit. Let's not leave any questions on the board of what this car can do. How about that? How about that? If you're watching, feel free to ask any questions you like in the chat. I recommend stuff that's like, you know, racing related, but you know, if you just can't think of anything, you just ask whatever you want. Keep the conversation going. It's always fun. And before anybody asks, yes, I am going to attempt and try to stream Friday Night Flight tomorrow on Infinite Flights, hoping that the replay mode will be released by then. If not, then we'll just do our own thing as usual. But no, I have not actually been able to make any strides at correcting my internet connection. It is pretty much the same internet I had last week, so I'm just hoping that we just had a bad connection last week. So already looking through the names right now, I already recognize a lot of these people. Not too many of them, but like probably like 5. I recognize like 5 names in here. Jeff Burton, I don't know if that's probably, that's the name of like a famous race car driver. I don't know that that is actually him. I kind of doubt it. But lots of people in here, lots of competition. Competition can be heavy. Oh wow, we're the number 3 car. We've had a good week with the iRating, haven't we? Haven't we, sir? Alright, qualifying has started. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my setup here, and I'm gonna put the tape to a whole bunch. I'm gonna go. Let's get us a real good qualifying position. We're gonna put the tape to freaking 90, 9, 100, whatever. Hit apply and done. Just don't make sure I don't forget to set that back before we get started. Have I watched what? Gymkhana? No, I have not watched whatever that is. Don't know. I don't even know what Gymkhana is. I'm sorry if I have disappointed you in my knowledge of whatever that is. I don't know what that is. All right. Qualifying attempt number 1. I mentioned this last week.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
But I actually really like how they added being able to start the engine, being able to stall out the engine, being able to use, with depending on the way you shift and all that stuff. Like now, I changed my shifting to I turned off auto clutch, so you'll be hearing me clicking like that. That's me hitting the clutch because I don't have an actual clutch pedal on my pedal set. So I'll be using that, my left hand right here, for the clutch as I shift up and down through the gears. That is something that changed last week, so we were already doing that last week in Phoenix. Now we're taped up, ready for war right now. Let's do it. Up against the wall to turn 1. Take a real wide arc, stay up in a high line, get some momentum on this first lap. Back up to the wall. Going in for a second lap, gonna stay high.
Fastest lap for Abramov, 40.4.
Just trying to pick up speed in this first lap right now. It's like a dummy lap. It's basically a lap just trying to gain some momentum. Now I'm gonna go down here, get ready for a fast lap, for a hot lap on lap 2. Back up to the wall and dive real deep in there this time, all the way down to the white line. Gotta stick the white line. Oh, we just barely touched it, and we're going around with the save though.
Okay, Caleb.
That screwed up our whole lap, and I can't really start over because it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, so it's okay. Our first lap is going to have to be our official qualifying time lap. This lap is just going to be slow. It's going to still log this lap, but this lap is not going to be faster than the first one. So we screwed up our qualifying. That's okay. Right now we're qualified in 8th, but not everyone has finished. So mistakes were made. But I'm just going to keep on doing a couple more laps here and just get kind of see where we messed up. Where we messed up is we went down a little too low. My left wheel touched that white line. I want to hook the white line, like I want to hook it. You know what I mean? Get right on it, but I don't want to get below it or too much. And we just got a little bit too much. Tried to push the car a little too far, and that is what did it for us. So it's all good though. But look how freaking fast we are right now. We're way faster now than we were before. We'll see how much. We're almost 1 second faster than our fastest lap this session.
You need to back off a little.
And look at that, 39.6. If we were to have got our clean lap, we would have been on the pole. Oh my god, that is upsetting. That is really upsetting. If we hadn't screwed up, I'd be on the pole right now. Can you believe that? Oh well, let's not dwell on the past now. It's good to know though. It's good to know we have a pretty quick car for qualifying. Again, I think it's going to come down the long run though. I don't think we're going to get a lot of quick sprints like this. If we do, we know that we have a car that can be capable of being very competitive. But the thing I'm most concerned with, and in the races that I've done this week at California, It seems that the cars that can last, be fast in the long run are the cars that end up really being successful in these races. So unlike Phoenix, we had nothing but short runs and a few medium. Oh, there's the engine. You saw that red oil temperature went too high. So we need to take the tape off of this thing. Thankfully, this is not simulated, and we get to get a new engine before the race.
Alright, go ahead, wheel it down here. Wheel it down here.
Oh, yay, spin around.
That's the end of the session.
Alright, let's go ahead and change that tape back before we do that in the real race, because that would suck. Alright, I actually forgot where we were, so I'm just going to go and reload my setup. Which was this one, yeah. Alright, 44, that's good. Alright, cool. Well, looks like our final result puts us just outside the top 10. 12th, not a great qualifying run for us, sadly, but we can see if we can make that up on the track and make the team happy. How about that?
Play.
Alright, let's get my sounds where I want them. I'm gonna turn those guys up just a little bit. I don't want them too high. That was a good save though, right? Earlier, that was a dope save. Yeah, look at that though. Seriously, we would have 39.6. We would have been on the pole today. Oh man, we would have been on the pole. And nobody was even close to that. That wasn't our third lap, but I don't know. I think we could have. Yeah. Oh man, can we just hit restart? No, we'll be good. Let's just do our best to try to stay out of trouble here and get as high of a position as we can. My goal today is a top 5. I would love to get a win today. I would love to get a win. But let's go for a top 5. How about that? Good luck, guys.
What's up? What's up?
All right, 30 seconds till green.
Be a little smart here on the first laps, yeah.
All right, tape is good. We're good to go.
Laps.
I got my chat here. I'm gonna do my best to try to keep up with you guys.
Forward the first turn.
We can do it as long as you hold the line. Come on now, we're all professionals. We can do this.
This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this race. I really am. Phoenix was a lot of fun too, and this race is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward. It's been really racy, like a lot of. It's gonna be fun. So looking forward to you guys. Definitely stick around, all right, to the end of this thing, as long as we're there. Pit windows looking like about 40 to 45 laps. We have 100 laps today, guys. Can't quite make it to 50, so we can't make it to halfway.
For sure.
100 laps today. We can't split it. We're gonna have to pit twice if we stay green. Just keep in mind our pit window is 40 laps today. All right.
Behind the 33.
So that's a clutch, and there we are. We could try to save fuel, but I don't think even saving. I don't think we can make it to 50. We might. No, we'll see. If we get some cautions, I think we're gonna get an early caution because we always do. It's a big mix of people who are, experienced and not experienced. So you'll get some wrecks in the front or back or somewhere. So all right, guys, 1 to green before we go racing. 100 laps. Blue Games rocking the number 3 today.
Lap. Let's be smart. Hey, at least I said it, all right?
I'm feeling real good. But you never know. Stuff in racing changes so quick. So I'm gonna say right now, no matter what happens, I'm gonna have a good attitude. All right. All right, don't wreck me. Just don't wreck me. I want to make it to the end of this thing.
I figured since it's this weekend, I might as well paint my car like it.
Paint cars off. Are you ready?
All right, we're rolling.
Go.
Kind of slow off the line there. I saw them going. The guys in the back didn't want to go.
Inside.
Still there. Still there.
Go there.
Still there. Hold your line.
Side.
Still there.
Still there.
Still there. Still there.
Still there. Inside. 1 wide.
Hold your line.
Go inside.
Still there. Clear low.
Clear.
Nice one, Kalo. Good start.
Oh, with the block though, 30. Almost got spun. Your boy was about to get spun 33 with that block. I seen that. Ooh, he lucky I held back. I was gonna dive it in there anyway. These restarts, if we get a lot of cautions, these restarts are gonna be intense. Cause you can basically, like I said earlier, you can just go freaking pedal to the floor through these corners for a while. 3's looking for the block again, not gonna let him do it this time. No sir.
Still there.
That's a fight for 10th place right there.
He's still there. Clear line. Clear. The guy behind has just done a car. Still there.
Oh shoot.
Still there.
Ooh, that was close.
Clear inside.
That was close.
Car inside.
Alright, he came out of nowhere.
He's still there. Still there. Car inside. Hold your line.
No worries. We'll bounce back.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Still there. He's still there. Inside's clear. B12.
Oh, he's spinning, he's spinning, he's spinning.
Uh-oh, spinning in 2. He saved it. Good save. I'm not sure who that was, but good save. We'll go down to the bottom here. Get around the 4 car.
You're in the middle. Clear inside. Clear. One wide. Still outside.
Alright, we do want to save our tires. We don't want to just burn out our tires too quickly. Alright, let's protect the bottom here. Getting to the 13's draft. I think we're clear on the outside. I'm not really sure. Yes, we are. Watch out for the arrow push. Another thing that they added that you didn't really have in NASCAR. It's a thing. It's always kind of been a thing, but it's more prevalent. First caution today on lap 5, coming on 6. But yeah, arrow push is more prevalent now. Like now whenever you go into a corner, you're right. Okay, so what arrow push is? Let's talk about that because some people don't know what that is. Some people call it dirty air. Basically, what happens is when you get in somebody's draft from behind them, it makes the car harder to turn.
I think if we get some more separation from the pack behind us, I think we'll be doing a lot better.
And so whenever you go into turn 1, turn 3, whatever, it makes it more difficult for the car behind, the trailing car, to turn into that turn because it just gets so much understeer by being in the draft of that person. You get it a lot in IndyCar. It's something you have to get used to in IndyCar. Now I have to get used to in NASCAR.
So, is everybody saving tires or what? Nah, you were just that fast. I was trying to catch you.
So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun 5 laps. There was a lot of action going on everywhere. We definitely avoided total collision real early there. I think everybody's gonna come in the pit. I'm gonna pit for sure because I know that my tires need it. I know I need tires for sure. Caution number 1, yes sir.
Yes I do.
Yep, everybody's coming in just like I expected. We may see somebody jump out and be like, I'm gonna be a hero.
Metcalf is pitting.
Yep, one person did stay out.
Activate
Not
limiter.
looking for the 3 pits. We did gain 2 positions though, guys, on in that little small
We'll see how we do
stint.
on the longer runs. Eventually, hopefully that happens. You're pretty quick though, Jeff. You got
for the 10,
me right
looking
away.
for the 10. There it is. I'm gonna hold my clutch in so the car doesn't die on me while we're sitting in the pit stall. Oh, 13. Horrible pit. We're definitely gonna get that spot. Gives me a hard time getting out. Oh, he's backing out.
Nah, I just wanted to see what I had for you. Yeah.
We may gain 1 spot there.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now.
I can hear somebody on my right. I can't see him though. I'm gonna go ahead and take that because I think we got it.
Glad I have a good car.
Whoa, 19 car, you disappeared and then you appeared in front of me.
But yeah, that was a fun 5 laps, I have to say.
It's gonna be a lot closer together.
It got real racy.
Cars spread out. Drafting like this.
Yeah, that first 5 laps was real racy. But I feel like everybody's being pretty racy, but at the same time they're giving each other room and they're driving each other respectively. And I like that. I like the kind of group when you can race with a group of people that they race you tight, they race you hard, but at the same time they know the limit to race you without wrecking you. You know what I mean?
I just kind of wanted to push up to the front just to see how my car would handle the traffic and everything. Yes, it handled pretty well. Quite proud of myself.
Yeah, considering the nut roll everybody was going through at the beginning of the week.
E9, the gap ahead is now 0.6.
I know I struggled real bad this week on setup.
Same here.
I've got about 2 hours in this car, so I don't expect anything out of it.
Did you get your long run going though after that practice session or no?
Yeah, I got about a 40 lap stint in.
I find with this car you can lose the rear end without like even knowing, right? You start sliding and you don't realize.
Just stay off that apron.
So it looks like we did gain one
be
spot.
Aware of the yaw.
And that was over the 13.
Yeah, big time.
Who had a really bad pit stop. And I think one car may have stayed out because I don't think we had any cars a lap down, not that I know
What
of.
was your tire wear, 25?
For wave around today. Let's see what our tire wear was just for the last 5 laps. 98%.
Right front, 98, all across.
When I did a 70 lap,
0.8.
I did a 70 lap A Open race earlier today, just as a testing, just to test out the setup to see how it does.
99.
And we did a full, like we had it was a full race, not a single caution, which is amazing by the way. Not a single caution that race, 70 laps. We pitted on lap 40. And when I came out, my tires were at 67%. And yeah.
I was doing around 187 in turn 1.
Wow, you guessed 13 cautions today? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You will be in the
My prediction for today's race in cautions is, I would say a max of 4. I say 4. That's my prediction, but I could be wrong. I could be giving these guys way too much credit. I could be giving way too much credit, but I think we can do this for 4. So it's not it's such an easy track to drive. And with the new aero package being so much more stable, it just, I don't know, like the only way you wreck each other is wrecking each other. Like it's not, like a lot of times, a lot of tracks you see a lot of wrecks because the track is just hard to drive. It's just difficult to drive. This track I don't feel is that difficult to drive. And I don't think, it also has a really big, large like area on to the left side of us by those double white lines. If a car spins out and goes in that area, which is where usually the accident will happen at this track if a car spins out on its own.
If you look at the guy in the wing in front of you, he's got about a 3-inch.
It won't come out. Like the yellow flag won't come out for that incident. But we'll see.
Oh yeah.
4 cars is my prediction, and top 5 is my goal. Alright, if we can get there. Once we get to top 5, we'll reanalyze that goal.
So just watch it behind me.
And again, we have 1 car stayed out, going green this time by Strike on the bottom in 9th place.
We're going on the outside. Winner to winner, buddy.
Slide back in your seat there, man. Give those belts a good tug. Double check your steering wheel. Get a good look at your switches. You're ready to go here, buddy. Hey, car's off.
Oh, he's going already.
Ready. Green flag.
I've gotten a lot better at shifting with the clutch. Alright, we have 1 outside still. Watch out for him.
Still there.
Come out there.
Hold your line. Clear high. P9.
Alright, we're clear. I'm going to slide up the track, take that spot. Alright, we're still 9th. That was for 10th.
Sorry.
Outside. Still there.
Alright, they're on the bottom. Follow the bottom line down here. Getting that draft. We are clear on the outside. Let's slide to the track here. Around the 26. Gotta take a wide arc. Get a good run out of turn 2. down to the white line without touching it like we did in qualifying, and open up the gap behind us. That was looking good.
That car is now leading.
Again, I can go wide open. I can go full throttle through here, but I'm kind of letting off the throttle. Kind of save some tires for when we need them. 3 wide up ahead of us. Almost 4 wide. Oh, they're about to touch. They're thinking about 4 wide. They're thinking about it.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 0.7.
Take the high line here.
Burton,
Let this iron itself out. They're getting real close. That yellow car, that pink car over there is on old tires.
They're inside.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Jesus.
I just see a big line of fire.
Did you hear any static?
Whew, we did get 4X for that. I don't think we got any damage though.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 2.
And
Hey, never not hit me, Josh.
don't believe that was my fault.
Alberto, you literally ran into idiot.
I don't believe I
I
don't believe
I didn't see anybody wreck, but you called it out.
I hit him.
Yeah, when we got, after we come around this corner, we went 3 wide, and then the guy at my outside, I just got by him, and then he just started to slide and went right to the wall.
The gap in front is now
Okay, sorry,
0.6.
2, same plate backstretch.
I don't think we got any damage, like I said. I think we're good. It was a very small touch. From what I can recall, from what I remember,
I watched him go across my, in the rear view.
he went right across my nose.
10-4.
And I hit the brake to try to avoid it as
Slide
well.
through the pit stall this time.
I didn't do very many laps that time.
Not 40.
Pit road is open.
Let's see if
On the right side, if you don't mind.
we can, if we're gonna be pit this time. I see people saying to stay out. We have it kind of split. We'll see what they want to do. Who's gonna pit? Who's gonna stay out? Looks like the 2 is thinking about it. He's
Look out for the pit speed limit. The leader, that car, is pitting. Engage limiter.
all right. We're all pitting. All right, looking for the 3 stall. We'll see here when we go to pit if we got any nose damage. Nose damage is actually really important here because of the draft. Since the draft is so strong here, it's really important to keep that nose clean. All right, let's see, and no damage at all whatsoever. We got 4X and no damage.
I'll get my cookie after the race for not sliding through my pit stall. First time here at Auto Club.
Yeah, thank you guys for confirming that. He came into me.
Everyone is too.
I gotta say, pitting is so much fun. I don't know why more games don't allow you to do this manually. A lot of racing games skip this part, like they automate it. You get into the pit road and they take control. But it's so what happens in the pit lane is so important to the race, especially on green flag pit stops. There's so many mistakes you can make. You can slide through your pits. You can miss your pit completely. You can spin your tires coming out. Like, there's so many things that can happen on the inside. And I love that iRacing allows you to go in all the way and do the whole process.
So would I, but I don't know. He probably passed me when I turned into my pit box. I don't know. He probably had a better slide in.
I was in front of you before you got
Let's
out
see
of the right
the
lane.
comments here.
There's
Yeah,
a
thank you,
pit
Graeme,
speed
for
limiter
confirming
now.
he came into me. I wasn't
So
sure.
you really shouldn't speed unless you're speed coming in.
I didn't think I
Yeah,
did.
but the only thing with the
I knew like
limiter,
my
it
nose
holds
was
you right at
there, and then I
54.
saw him come like back to the right, and I hit the brake, and my reaction was a little too late, and he
can't
just
run
slid
54
right on my nose and then
here.
clipped the other guy, and I had to pull down to the bottom, make sure I didn't get
14
caught up in the aftermath of it. But I'm glad we made it through it.
Well,
That is
I'm
2
a bad
cars.
one with
I'm
it.
pretty. That car was pretty messed up. If you
usually
saw him in our
like
mirror
52
afterwards, his car was
before.
jacked, man. It was one of the
So
cars
when
had
they're
no
in
front
NASCAR now?
end, so I mean he's probably not out of the race,
No, it's
but
only in the
he's just not going to be able to compete.
series.
No, I'm using it myself right now.
Yeah, keep record of incidents, and also again, guys, I remind you guys, you can always on Twitch, you can make small little
No, this
clips
is
of
an A series.
interesting things, so we could always watch those back. Like last week,
No, it's the
when we
C series
a
race,
couple weeks
A
ago,
series
or
car.
Atlanta, when we just barely made into that gap, and a couple of you guys made a clip of that. That was really cool.
All 3
I was able to go back and watch that. that clip, so you can clip small things. So we can go back and watch highlights and things like that. So
you can't
definitely, I say you should, because I like, as I'm doing it, I don't get to see it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't get to
I used it
to see it like you're seeing it. Like, I'm looking at different things because I have to make sure I'm paying attention and I don't wreck. If you guys can look at anything on the screen and really see what's going on. So.
Just to confirm, this is the A Series Open race, right? I didn't screw up, did I?
You are in the NIS Open race.
Yeah, I just considered it a C series because it's open to C class and above. I don't know how else you describe it.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright, we're going to be going into a 1 degree this time. We'll be lining up most likely on the outside. We'll see what it says. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we're number 6 right now. I think we're 6th place.
Leader stayed out again.
1 to go.
Yep, 6th place on the 3rd row.
Hanging out.
I mean, we haven't gotten the long run yet. I'm kind of hoping we do, but I'm also kind of worried that we do, because I'm not extremely confident in the long run ability of this car, of this setup. I know that in the short run we can really compete with these guys. Like those short 5 laps, little sprints that we keep doing, like my car loves that. Like my car freaking loves those. But if we do like 30, 40 laps, then it's a whole nother story. You'll see a whole different set of people driving up through the pack.
Yeah, that would make it a lot more interesting.
So we'll see what our setup is compared to theirs, but
a lot more wrecks.
We'll see. That's what caution number 2. And your caution number 2, and I predicted 4, so it's not looking good for us. It's only lap 16. Sadly, I was actually involved in that one.
They get a good base
I wouldn't say I caused it, but I was part of it.
Yeah, I agree though. I think they should limit the amount of tires you get. That would make it fun for sure.
That would make it very interesting.
P5.
Then you couldn't go flat out all the time. You'd actually have to try to drive.
All right, let's get ready to go. Race car is in 4.
Yeah, I tried driving.
But people get upset already if you stay out. And that will cause people to stay out more.
I got a red car in the lead.
Well, then they can't get mad when you stay out.
And they're rolling. Gonna fall behind a 17. He's a little bit slower than us.
You've just done 136.8.
Are we clear? I don't know if we're clear. I don't think we're clear. I guess we're clear. He said we were clear just a long time ago. I don't even remember.
Restart under review by Nascar.
Alright, they're stuck behind that slow car. While that's happening, I'm gonna slide in those DMs. Here we go. About to get a big run into turn 1. But with the big run, it also means I'm gonna get a pretty big aero push. Have a car looking to the bottom. Alright, that's who was our leader.
I'm right here,
He's still there. Hold your line. Clear line. Good job.
Alright, it puts us up to 4th place.
Before, that lap time was 39.9.
I'm right here.
Still there. Still out there. Still outside. Hold your line. Outside. He's still there. Clear high.
I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold the inside. I had to get in the brake. Oh man,
Clear outside.
I didn't want to wreck him, so I had
Outside.
to let off.
Outside.
Still there.
Are they going full line there?
Still there. 3 wide. You're in the middle. Clear low.
In and out. Outside.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear outside.
Still there.
All right, that was a big mistake. Jesus,
Still there.
that was a big
Dude,
mistake.
what the fuck was that?
Still outside.
Hold your line.
Hold the bottom for a bit, slide up to the top, and recover.
Car outside. Car low. Clear inside.
Thank you, bud.
Whew. How quickly things can change. Back to 9th we go. It's getting a bit spread out.
Not trying to hold you up at all. Too.
Oh, somebody's in the wall in
wicked,
4. It's gonna slow people down.
Arrow push when I'm in the.
I'm gonna go to the outside. That's where I want.
Inside. Hold your line. Clear low.
Oh, and the caution's out.
Fuck is a goddamn caution port? Wreck.
Where was that at?
No, close. Alright, buddy. Line up behind the 15. Line up behind the 15.
And that's caution number 3 on lap 22, going on 23.
26.
Oh, that's going into 1 that time.
Line up behind the 15.
Okay, demo.
Well, we got a 5-lap average going on here.
So if I can stop making mistakes, we would have been in 2nd place just now.
Mitten, come on, go.
I'm waiting for the 15.
Same place off the 2, middle back.
Should be behind the 15.
I was waiting for the 15. Don't rush me.
Checking up 1 into 3.
Oh, yellow flag. Alright, we'll be pitting again for sure. Looking at about a 5-lap average on these green flag runs. I'm actually really surprised we're getting so many cautions. I've only seen, what, 1 of them?
Clutch held in.
I guess they're happening way in the back somewhere, because I'm not really seeing what's happening. So we'll pit into 4 tires and fuel. Come on, bro, we need to hurry up.
Is pitting. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Burton is now leading. Engage the limiter.
I don't like it when they lag back like that, though, because you see how that big gap ahead of us? Like, every second.
I was daydreaming there for a second.
Every second counts, man, even on pit road.
Don't dream too much. I don't think you'll be getting
There we are.
lead.
Oh, I don't have no worry about getting that one.
Oh, well, you might. I slid too far in my pit box again.
Uh-oh, leader slid into his pit box. We're not going to get it because we're too far back, but...
Yeah, I should never get a good pit stop.
Go, man, go, 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 go,
Go, go, go, go, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Alright, 55. And...
All clear.
I don't think we lost any spots. Did we?
You too, buddy.
No, we didn't lose any spots. Okay, good. Oh, that's not the right button. Alright, so our pit stops have been doing decent. They haven't been really that
I feel like
fast.
the racing off of pit road is funner than racing on the track. Might as well have pit road races all day.
I thought that's what we did anyways.
Pretty much.
I can't wait to see the new pit rules for qualifying him.
Oh man, if they bring that in,
Alright, buddy.
into here,
Line up
it's
behind
just
the
going to be a
15.
wreck fest.
What? Can somebody elaborate?
Yep,
The leader,
sure can.
Peterson,
So,
is pitting.
what they're doing now
What's up with
is
F-landed
they're
contact?
having
What do you mean?
a bunch of different cars lined up on pit road. And there's a countdown timer to obviously to the end of the session. They're all sitting there on pit road. know, a couple of them will fire up their engines, move a little bit, and then shut them back down. So what ends up happening is the battle royale from pit road, and then they're like 4 or 5 wide by the time they get off pit road, and they're screaming down the apron trying to get their, they're trying to be the last one to get a good time in, so nobody else can beat their time. At least that's what I've seen.
Kind of like at Las Vegas. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Raven. Okay,
Yeah,
so Formula One. We had our race in Hungary. We did just a couple of days ago for Formula One 2018, and every 6 races you are allowed to renegotiate your contract. You can either stay with the same team, renegotiate better terms, like you can get better XP bonuses, you can get better, faster pit stops, you can demand for that. It's a lot of different things you can ask for from a team on F1 2018, the game. And so we've been sticking with McLaren since the start of the season. We're now pretty far into the season, and we just, after our last race, after I ended the stream, we were able to renegotiate our contract with McLaren, and so I could either, you know, get some better bonuses when I get finished races when it comes to experience, resource points, different things, or it also gives you the option to negotiate a contract with a different team. Now, since we've been doing so well in the season, and I felt like we had a pretty good influence, I was like, you know what, let's change it up. Let's go see if we can race for another team. So I went around, I looked, and we went and I negotiated a contract with Red Bull Aston Martin racing team, and they approved it. So yeah, now we'll be racing from now on in the F1 2018 career mode season that we're doing. We'll be racing for Red Bull. So starting at the Belgian Grand Prix in Spa, we'll be racing for Red Bull Racing, which I'm pretty excited about because they're one of my favorite teams. We actually took Verstappen's seat. We'll still be racing with Ricardo, even though that's not, you know, accurate anymore, because now in real life, Ricardo now races for Renault. But F1 2018, the game does not update every year with the drivers and all that kind of stuff, so we won't really see all those updates until the F1 2019 game, in which we'll see all those changes. So right now we're sticking with what we got. But it was pretty. It's cool. I like racing with Red Bull. The only weird thing about it is their mirrors, and you'll see that the next time we stream that, most likely next week. We can't really see the mirrors. But yeah.
Full field, like 60 cars.
Thanks for reminding me. I wanted to talk to you guys about that.
Oh, that would take forever.
The good thing is that we keep all of our points, so I'm still like 6th in the points. But now I have a faster teammate, so we'll have a better chance of getting the Constructors Championship. All right, here we go. Getting ready. Down 2nd gear. Starting in 7th, and we're off. Not a good launch for us. Not at all.
8th place.
Alright, we're clear up top. Getting the draft.
Oh my.
Should we go down the middle? Why the heck not?
Clear outside. Carlo, don't scare me like that. Still there. Door.
Flip the apron there.
Still there. Still there. Inside's clear. 7th position. Carlo. Still there. Your door. He's still there. Still inside. He's still there.
Sorry, Jeff.
Okay, Caleb. The next car is Burton.
You're all good. I'm just riding. You guys are racing too hard.
Oh, I'm trying to ride. I just got stuck right up to your bumper. I didn't want to hit you.
Oh, it's all good. You left me plenty of room.
You've just done a 40.1.
No, I'm not even trying to race too hard. I did what I did last 2 days ago.
July.
Being on the setup, or just
still
like
there.
a rocket.
Clear outside.
Oh, another caution. Wow.
Let's tell me about your car real quick. The road is closed.
Wow, another caution.
Oh, wow, danke dir.
Ja, scheiße, nochmal.
That's caution number 4, isn't it? That's already busted up my record that I thought we were gonna get.
Und mit dem Kollegen da schön hinter die Kurve. Da habe ich nicht so gut gekriegt. Du bist rausgekommen, ich bin reingefahren. Das ist mein Ding.
Yeah, what he said. What he said.
I'm just shutting the engine off, saving some fuel, because I have a feeling we're going to see some people decide not to pit here. We only did like 2.5 laps or something like that.
I told him that,
so
sorry.
if people are going to stay out on old tires, now is probably a really good time.
On the back, so that's my fault. So
I keep shutting the engine off, holding the clutch down to try to save some fuel.
No touchy-touchy of the butt.
We can't make it from here, but I want to make sure we can make it as far as we can make it.
Sorry for the slow start there to the guys behind me. I didn't realize I was in third. By the time I realized it was too late. I was committed.
Open.
Caution number 04. Let's see who goes in. Do we have any takers to pit once again? I think we're going to see some people staying out. We're inside the top 10. I think we should... okay, we got some people split decision. Wow.
What the heck, dude?
If you can't pit, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I had to slow down to pit speed.
Well, I did too. I didn't get no black flag.
Alright, that puts us up to 5th place. And I am okay with that decision right now. We'll see if that comes back, but
Get the lucky dog.
I'm not too upset about that. A lot of people stayed out behind us if you look in the mirror. A lot of people decided to stay out as well.
See how I feel now.
Again, we only did a couple laps in those tires, so
I missed the bad
and I really wasn't driving it that hard. It's always fun seeing like everybody like everybody. Some people are going in, some people staying out. Like it's pretty crazy. Alright, so we can keep saving fuel though.
Check the temperature. 74 right now. It was 82 when we started. I guess we can't use that as an excuse.
It's 72 here in Northern Virginia.
That's so funny.
Yeah, we're right in the 70s here and outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Well, we got these storms coming.
As in rain, snow?
Oh, I didn't know Red Bull's headquarters was in your city. That's pretty cool.
Tornadoes and 40+ mile-an-hour winds coming across to you.
That sounds like a...
So on other news,
weather net.
I've been watching this show called Formula One Drive to Survive. I posted about it on my Discord just this morning. I stayed up last night till like 3 a.m. No joke. I stayed up about 3 a.m. At first I was watching it in bed. My wife was laying in bed with me, and I was like, "You want to watch Netflix?" And she's like, "No, I don't want to watch Netflix." And I was like, "You want to watch a movie?" She's like, "No." And I was like, "All right." And I was like, and then I didn't want to. I didn't want to just leave her in bed because I do that sometimes. I just like go and play the game while she goes to sleep and lays down. But a lot of times she wants me to be in there with her, so I was like, you know what, I'll stay in here and I'll find a show to watch. And I had seen on Netflix that was available to watch. It's like, huh, Formula One Netflix show. That sounds like something I'd be really interested in. So I hit the play button on it, and I couldn't hit stop. Like I watched probably the majority of what I mean. I don't know how much more there is. I didn't look, but I'm pretty sure I watched most of it.
It's just bittersweet, you know. With him over in South Carolina,
it was.
If I wanted to go see him,
the show was so good. I didn't realize that there's so much freaking drama behind the scenes in Formula One. Like I know there's a lot of politics. Like I know that there's drama. There's drama in every sport, especially in such a high level. But the cool thing is that the producers or people who made this series on Netflix, like they literally follow from even before the 2018 season started. They followed everything all the way through the whole season, like interviews with drivers, like there's a lot of team changes that happened into 2019, and so you actually get to see like Ricciardo make the decision to go to Renault. You get to see the decision of Ferrari choosing Leclerc for their new driver. Like you get to see those things developing in a really cool cinematic way, and it's not acting either. Like it's almost like watching a legit reality TV show, but it's all real. And like when I watch them, like how the heck, like it's like an equivalent of watching one of those other series that you would see on Netflix where it's actually written, but the stuff that happens in F1 is not written. Like it's you know, week by week new stuff is happening. People get caught off guard by things that happen, like you know, wrecks that happen, driver changes, all kind of stuff like that. So I was just super interested. As a matter of fact, I haven't finished it yet, but I binge watched the heck out of it last night, and I'm gonna keep watching it for sure. I'm hoping that they do the same thing for 2019 season, because they pretty much go through every race. Like you get to see the behind the scenes, you get to see what happened with all the different specific teams at different moments, and you know, I don't know, it's really authentic and really cool. I think if you like racing at all, you will love watching this show. Even if you don't like racing, if you like fast cars, just in general, like if you like that, if you have any small bit of taste for fast car or Need for Speed, I think you'll definitely enjoy watching it, because it's really interesting. I didn't know I was going to get so deep into it. Matter of fact, when I clicked it, I thought it was a movie. I didn't realize that it was a TV show. What's up, Nathan? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Graham, I'll see you in a second. All right, won the green this time. We're restarting in 5th place. We did not pit. Majority of the car, I don't know, maybe half and half of the cars pitted. Some cars didn't pit, so a lot of cars in the front are on 2-lap old tires, not including the yellow flag. So pace cars will come off here in a second. Go down to second gear. Let's get a better start this time.
Thank you, son. Good, sir.
And it was okay. I feel like 5th place is a really difficult position to be in, because you can't see the leader unless you stagger yourself. Alright, watch out for the white line. We are clear on the outside. Gonna slide up the track up to the wall behind the 17. Looking good. Alright. It's a very flat, bumpy track here in California.
P4. Inside. Still there. Still there. They're inside. P3. Inside. Still there. Bottom.
Oh, he's close. I'm so glad I saw that in my window, because he was about to door slam us.
Oh, you're looking good. Now go get that leader.
The over-under from Carl.
Pretty wide.
Get him.
Not even.
Staying committed to the outside here. These guys are just trading the lead right now. Not really much is going to happen. This new package makes it... Oh, caution comes out.
Wow, what was that guy doing?
Something to drink. Get a deep breath.
Again, what is that, number 6?
I went down to the apron.
Was that deliberate what happened behind us?
Road closed.
That pink car just went up there and destroyed that dude in the wall.
That was what I thought I saw too. I was confused. I didn't know if I saw it wrong from the rear view or not, but that was what I saw.
I mean, it looked like he made a right-hand turn. I made a left-hand turn to get away from him.
So I don't know, man. Things get, the farther we get into this race, the more the decisions, the more important these decisions get. I'm glad we didn't pit last time, because it sounds like some of those cars that did pit got caught up in some mess back there. And
I didn't see what happened.
I don't know. I feel like we should stay out again.
It was back here in the back.
We win another maybe 2 laps there. We'll see what these leaders up ahead of me decide to do. All of us are on the older set of tires, only about 2.5 laps older than the guys behind us. But the guys behind us just freshly pit. I think we just did another 2 laps or something like that.
Pit road is open.
I missed my pit.
And let's find out what we do. I might fake him out because I'm really planning on staying out, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm staying out. Oh, everybody went in.
It's pitting.
Oh. Oh.
Don't mess it up this time.
Oh, everyone went in. Oh, man.
You're in the lead.
I didn't realize everybody was going to pit. Oh, well.
Oh, crash on pit road.
We made our decision. I know oof is what it is. Oof is what it is. It's all good. The good thing is that we're in the lead. We get to lead the phase laps.
I appreciate it.
But oh man.
I sat right there and told you I'm getting ready to turn in.
I don't know. We'll see. We probably have 5 laps on these tires. Let's take a look real quick. Last time we pitted in, we had pitted in for 98%, and we had probably around the same amount. So I mean, it looks like we have maybe 5 cars up here that did not pit with those lead guys. So we'll see what happens, huh? Back to 9th you go. No, we're gonna try to stay up here as long as we can. We were in 3rd.
Did you do your own setup, or did you get it from somewhere?
We were in 3rd, so.
I will admit I did get it from somewhere. I don't make setups.
No, me neither. I got mine from.
But yeah, man, you said you looked at the show a little bit and you're interested. Yeah, man, it's. I gotta say, man, Netflix has been taking over. They've been doing their thing with their original series. Like, I'm a very creative person. I'm very into art. It's part of my job. And watching the Netflix series of Formula 1 is so. They did so good with the cinematography. The visuals look so good. The shots that you see are shots that you would not have ever, like a lot of the shots they did were not just taken from Formula 1 in the 2018 season. A lot of them were original shots that you had probably never seen before. Aerial shots, ground shots, just a lot of behind the scenes. Like everything is just done so good, man. Like they hired the best of the best guys, seriously, to record and do this thing for the past year. So you can definitely see that the work paid off. But man. The little teasers they give you right before the actual episode, like before every episode, they kind of give you like a little preview to tell you what's going to be happening in this episode, and like those little clips are so freaking dope.
Yeah, you're spending $110 a month. That shit better be gold.
Yeah.
You better win every race you're in. Yeah, you better win the race in freaking practice. $110 a month for a setup. Oh man.
But what else was I gonna talk? Yeah. So Melbourne this weekend. I don't know what time that race is gonna be because it's in Australia, and I don't know what time that is.
That's ridiculous.
My time. So I'm probably gonna have to watch the recording, but I'm looking forward to it to see all the new teams. I'm really interested in the new Ferrari driver, how that's gonna go. Seeing, I think Gasly moved to Red Bull. Obviously Ricardo moved to Renault, which I'm interested in that. He's still one of my favorite drivers. So I'm really interested. I don't really care what team he goes to. I'm still gonna be rooting for him no matter what. But I am a Red Bull fan.
Oh, I decided. I checked their.
But I think he was a really big reason why I was a Red Bull fan. You know what I mean? So we'll see how the season goes. I'm really hoping he has a good season. He surprises a lot of people. But what's funny is watching this series will change. I'm gonna warn you. If you're gonna watch this, I know I'm hyping up this Netflix series a lot, but. It's gonna change the way you look at Formula 1. Like, it really is gonna, not in a bad way, but you're just gonna see different teams differently. You're gonna see the way things, like, you're gonna be so much more emotionally invested in this show because you get to know about the backstory of the drivers, of the teams, of the team leaders, the presidents, the CEOs, where the money comes from. All that stuff is gonna be revealed in the Netflix series. So anyways, 1 to green now. We're on the back stretch. Still have a little bit of time before we go green. We'll be going green. Once we come back around the other side of the track, we'll be restarting in first 5 or 6 cars are on older tires.
Yes, they do.
Probably 5 laps on them. Some of them even less.
Sorry, second.
We haven't pitted in the last
10 laps behind second
cautions.
split, not top split, sorry.
What are we, the bottom?
Oh yeah, the engine sounds are great too. So we'll see how it does. I know that I had to make sure I remind myself that I'm not on new tires. But anyways, let's get ready to go. Let's focus. Headphones on. Down second gear. And we'll see.
Wow, I wouldn't have thunk that. I'm in the 1500s and I'm
gonna hold to a green here, or right before it.
I'm 1400 and I'm 26.
Hey, cars down, be ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Green flag. That's nice.
Easy now.
I believe we are to here.
114.2.
I'm not sure, but I think we just led our first few laps of the season.
Sorry.
Got Carlo. Inside's clear.
Clear.
I'm committing here to the top line. Got people moving all over the place behind us.
That was at 43.3. Got Carlo.
Woo! 25 with the pass.
25 wants to get to the front and stay there. He ain't staying behind nobody.
Nice move. Nice move, 25. That was nice. That was smooth. Jesus, he had a huge run.
Still there.
What happened on the restart?
Still there. Clear inside. Carlo. Still there. Clear low.
And back to, what is that, 5th? How fast things change in NASCAR.
Well, 34 jumped to start right up the middle.
I think he's on new tires too. He was one of the guys who was leading with us earlier. So he's on those fresh tires, those fresh rubbers.
17, now any exits for that near contact, or was that not even contact?
Oh shoot! I think we hit him. I don't know. I don't know if we hit him. I don't know if we hit him. I really don't know if we hit him. Did you see me duck?
Oh, you're gonna get him. Come on.
Did you
What's left car, right?
We're gonna restart behind the 17.
Yeah, with the red car up high. I don't know what happened to him.
Alright.
He hit the wall, came down.
We're gonna restart behind the 17. We'll be starting behind the 12.
Hey, 20, don't you know how to stop?
Didn't really suspect you to stop all the way in the track when there was a clear path through it.
I had somebody check up in front of me. Where am I supposed to go?
We kind of just both had the same issue. I was
Hey, we're gonna pit this time because I don't know if we have damage.
I hit mine, I hit you.
Open.
Where you at, 5?
Hey, I can't even talk on radio because they're talking too much.
And come back.
Alright, so a lot of these guys are gonna stay out. I gotta pit.
Sitting over here by pit road, guys. Sitting over here by pit road.
Oh wow, they're all pitting.
The leader, Burton, is pitting. Activate limiter.
It's telling me to let him by.
So we'll see. I don't know. I felt contact happen.
Black flag.
I felt contact before we even approached that flipping car. Alright, looking for the 3. There it is.
Come on. 5, either back out or let's go.
Yeah.
And
flipped right over the top.
oh, ouch! We did get hit.
Oh, hopefully you didn't get no damage.
All right, we got hit. 1 minute 36 repairs. So, oh, that sucks. We were having such a good race. We're gonna go ahead and try to fix as much. Why didn't you fix it?
Okay. Now it's telling me to let 7 car by, and he's 4 seconds in front of me.
All right, we'll come back around and fix it.
Will, you still here?
The pit exit looks clear.
Alright, looks like you're going to be
I don't know why he didn't freaking fix the
Alright,
damage.
you're going to have to come around to 27. Should be starting behind
Tell
you.
me to pass you, 14. You must have to go around, or have to let everybody pass you.
That
well,
sucks,
that makes no
man.
sense. Everybody else went in the pits and I stayed out.
Alright, so we're gonna turn my tires off.
I should be okay. Oh, because...
And, as crazy as you look up ahead and you don't see damage, but I'm assuming that maybe my hood came off that we hit him so hard.
No,
I don't know.
I stayed out.
We'll go in this time. We'll turn tires off. We're gonna go in for damage only.
Yeah, I don't know. As soon as I came out the pit, off pit lane, it said past 14.
And a little bit of fuel.
Well, I didn't go in because it was telling me to let 5 go by. And then if I went in, I would have got a black flag, I think.
Nice,
So,
Nathan, you got DCS. We need to jump in later today.
Is pitting.
Does anyone know if there's another race after this one, or is this the only one for today? Yeah, there's a fixed at 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Engage limiter.
That sucks, guys.
Okay. God damn it, this sucks.
Well,
yeah, freaking lap car took out the leader.
For NIS Open, no, it's not till tomorrow night.
Took out all lead
tomorrow
cars.
night.
I was in the top 5 when that happened.
It will.
Let's see if he'll fix it.
I hate this time. It's at my place. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Alright, man. You gotta be dedicated to this.
Yeah, they don't like fix me apparently. So we have a minute and
I did get a black flag and I had
20 seconds to fix it. So what I'm gonna do is, because we're getting so many cautions, I'm gonna just try to fix as much as I can.
It's one of those glitches. You had to let the whole field by.
Before the pace car comes back around. So I'm watching my mirror in the back there, looking for the pace car, and when I see him, we'll roll.
In the pits, avoiding the wreck.
But I'm gonna try to salvage this race. I don't know how much that's going to affect us. And speed, I don't know if that's gonna hurt our engine or anything like that. I don't even know what the problem is at all.
Oh my God, we are not at the half of the race. I'm bored.
Where's the pace car? Where's? Oh my God! People keep talking. I think I hear.
Let's just hear Schwarzenegger.
All right, here we go. Go 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 go.
15, go.
All right, so we fixed the majority of that, which is good. That's really good, actually. We fixed a lot more than that than I thought we would.
Come around at 14.
Hadn't seen someone spinning on their roof in a long time.
So yeah, I mean, replaying that situation back in my head from what I saw happen was leaders were coming up on a lap car. Lap car was on the outside, letting us by on the inside. He went too high, hits the wall, and comes back down on all of us. And I was already turning left. I had nowhere to go. Happened super quickly as well. We'll go back and watch that. That was on lap 42, something like that. 43?
Barrel rolling over the top of my car.
B19.
I want to see if we still have our engine power. Let's take a look at our...
I think me and I believe it was the 3 went right underneath it.
Yeah, we did. It happened in slow-mo for me.
Was your heart in your throat? Mine was.
I physically ducked my head.
I hurt my neck ducking my head one time when they was flying over top me.
Oh, we gotta pass him.
Slide back in your seat, buddy. Hold back on your steering wheel one more time. Be familiar with the surroundings there. Alright, you're gonna have to come around to 29. Oh, man. Pace car's off. Are you ready? Come around to 20. Green. Come around to 15. Head him through there, big girl. Let's go.
Inside. Hold your there. Clear inside. 16th place. That lap time was 59.4.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We're back in the back. This is the farthest back we've been all day. Uh-oh.
Outside. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
That happened to us before. Oh, it happened to us one time before.
We got a penalty for it.
Alright, we'll stay in a draft. Uh-oh, we got somebody looking to the left. Mr. Roy in the 15. He has some rear end damage.
He's still there. He's still there.
Still inside.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
It is a lot of traffic back here right now.
Outside.
Outside.
Still there.
Door. Right outside.
Still there.
Outside. One wide.
Car still has some speed. It's really weird that we had a minute 30 for damage. Because the car still feels at least faster than these guys. I don't know about the rest.
15th place. That lap was at 40.1. Outside. Still there.
Oh, caution's out.
The road will be closed.
And we're just about to come to halfway.
Hey, 12, if you want to try to get up after, just let me know.
Oh, man.
You know, I know you're doing pretty good on the outside of us, but...
Yeah, engine looks good, guys.
You know,
I think we just have cosmetic damage.
Try to up and block somebody or whatever. I'll
Okay, Caleb, the next car is Abramov. There's a car leaving the pits.
Kind of got the weird old
Doing a great job, buddy.
What's up, Justin? Good to see you, man.
P14.
Now we're giving up positions.
43. Laps remaining on this tank.
Congratulations, we've made it halfway.
Behind the gate.
Alright, so we will be pitting again to get the rest of this damage fixed. And we should be able to knock out the rest of it here on this pit stop. So
what happened to the? I think it was the 17 on the outside of me. What happened to him on the restart?
He dropped below you, and then I'm like, what the heck? I checked up, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have to check up. He went low.
No, he was on the outside of me, and he just stopped. It seemed like, or he's in the wrong gear.
Pit road is open.
He goes on the apron and stops.
lots of beat up cars back here, though. I'm really surprised, to be honest with you, how many cars are damaged.
The leader, Burton, is pitting. Look out for the pit speed limit. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Activate limiter.
I'm not going to win this. I think DB is going to win this one.
Peterson is now in the lead.
Nope.
Alright, looking for the 3 sign, and looking for it, there it is. And you better fix my damage.
Boy, I could not have screwed that up anymore.
Go, 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 go,
Caution
go, go, go.
number 7, it didn't
lap car stay out.
fix. They didn't fix my damage, oh my god. So we'll have to come back around again and get them to fix the damage. We'll turn everything off once again.
Pit exit looks clear.
They did the tires.
I took 2 tires and fuel and no windshield tear off and I missed my pit stall. Didn't matter.
Actually, we might need to put some fuel in here.
I'd like to get a nice long run to see what's going on, you know?
What's a long run?
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. That's basically what happens. It's racing. That's what happens. Ups and downs. But we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out what this car has. Thank you, Raven, for the host. Appreciate you, man.
This week.
Once again for supporting, and also thank you for the what was it, 4 months subscribed?
Come around to 8.
Yes, it would.
Now we go around the 8 car and we'll pit here.
Going to be behind at 11.
Yeah, 2 more laps of yellow flags. We got time to fix this damage.
Engage the limiter.
And they better fix my
Car
damage.
behind's pitting now.
So even from here, if we were to finally go green the rest of the way, we cannot make it on fuel. The farthest we can probably make it is about 45 laps. Alright, thank you. 26 seconds. That's what I want to see.
Go back, go. Go back, go.
What? Come on, go. You heard the car crank up. I must have hit something. Because he did like 10 seconds of it and he stopped.
Hey, I'll catch up in a second.
I don't think I can get back in again. Come on, pit crew, we've been doing good all day.
Alright, you're gonna have to come around to 8.
This guy behind me is moving. Alright, we still have 2 to green. We could pit one more time here. The problem is we're going to 1 to green this time, and we could go a lap down if we do it. If we try to attempt to go in this time, but I kind of want to try it.
Colin, how out your tire?
No, we'll stay out. We'll try it again next time. We'll probably get another one. Pit time 3.8 seconds. That's not what was supposed to happen.
Colin, how are your tires? How are
come around at 14. Should be starting behind
2 of them got 8 lap tires, 2 of them got 9.
So it seems like they won't fix your damage if you...
Car ahead is Eberhard.
I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what it is. I'm doing something wrong.
So I'm going to be a little easier then going into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Alright, so we are still on the lead lap.
Alright,
We're
guys,
not the last car, we're 17th right now. A little beat up.
Sorry, Chet, I hope.
Again, I don't have a visual of what my car looks like. I can't see the outside. There's no outside view in iRacing unless you're watching in Spectator.
Oh, you're harsh.
So I don't know what the damage looks like. I don't think we have any rear damage. I'm looking in the mirror and I don't see my spoiler moved out. So that's a good sign. It also, looking out in the hood, I don't see any wrinkles, but it could also mean that the hood is just not there. And because we have a minute and a half of damage, I'm thinking that the hood is just not there, and we don't have a hood right now. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. So we'll see.
You're reeling Eberhard in. The gap is now 0.4.
Alright, here we go.
Oh no, this is only a C.
He's got a light
coming to the green.
Daytona 500 was my first race.
Alright, boss man, pace cars off.
And we're rolling.
Green flag. He knows you're coming.
A little bit slow on the start there. I was a little bit late on launch.
He's still there. Still there.
Still out, car high.
Hold your line.
I'm hoping the car is not just slow.
I have to say, the competition has been mighty cordial.
Still there. Still there. Clear outside.
Alright, let's get back in the draft and catch back up. One car on the bottom. I see smoke ahead.
If you blink one time there, I'll let you know if you...
But I think it's just somebody blinking in and out. The car ahead of us is now a lap car at 34. Thank you, Samurai Black TV, for the host. Appreciate that, man. We're hitting 183 going into turn 1, which is about the same as what we would be if we didn't have damage. Not too far off. We just had a really bad launch there and got out of the draft. So I think the car is still pretty good. RPM meter's not shaking around too much. The car is just bouncing the heck around.
He's spinning.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.7.
Outside.
Hold your line. He's still there.
Still there. Door outside.
He's still there. He's still there.
Quarter.
You're clear outside.
Alright, good pass. Let's get back up with this lead group. Try to catch the draft here on the top side. If we can, only 0.8 seconds ahead.
That was 40.0.
Uh-oh. I want to do that. Stuttered the steering a little bit.
Inside.
Didn't really make any gains on him that lap.
Thank you.
Alright, made a big gain right there. At least it looks like it visually. But we only gained a 10th just now.
P16, the gap to Eberhardt ahead is now 0.7. That last lap was at 40.0. The lap times are improving.
Alright, so the car still got some speed in it, it looks like. And that's actually really encouraging. Despite how much damage that it said we had. Gap is now a half a second from us in that pack right there.
So you know, because he pulled me right in on the corners. Same.
And back in the mix we are.
No problem. Just run your line. I'll work with you. Maybe we can catch them.
The lead group is gone though, so kind of out of touch. I don't know if we have a car to keep up with them. We're running very different lines than these guys are. He's gonna stay up top. He's got a good run up there. Moving on the inside. Let's get one more.
Clear outside. Outside.
Still on. Come down, 19, come down. He didn't come down, dang it.
Clear high, 14th.
You got about like a half an inch.
I seen you.
Sorry about that, Floor. I wasn't trying to squeeze or anything. I just got tight.
I was watching Floor.
These guys back here.
Okay, Caleb, the next car is Hudson. Inside.
We're still in this race, guys. We're still in this.
Hold your line. Still inside. Still there. Clear low. Clear 13. Car outside. Hold your line. He's still there.
I'm getting hot.
You can tell the car's handling well when I can drive with one hand in the corner.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. You get hot quick when you're up behind somebody.
I think we're clear.
P12 there. Car high.
Oh shoot.
Clear outside. That lap time was 40.6.
I thought I was clear right when I went up there. It wasn't clear. Alright, we made our way up to P12, guys.
44.
I'm on 45.
I'm on 49.
My splitter's on the ground though, so that might be a reason.
Sorry, 12. Didn't mean to come up on you like that. Cars are really tight.
Alright guys, we're still in this race. I don't know how many laps we've done now, but we've done a decent amount. Longer than most of the runs we've done. Definitely, I think it's probably been at least about 5, more than 5. Yeah, because last caution came out right at halfway, so. Looking to the inside. I tell you, when somebody puts a move on you with this new package, it's really nothing much you can do about it unless you can block aggressively, but a lot of times you're gonna wreck both of you if you do. Because it happens so fast. The closing rate is so quick.
Gone that whole corner, boss.
Still there.
That's the first time I've seen that.
P14. The lap time was at 41.1.
Yeah, nothing's clicking on my side. That's weird.
Car low. Hold your line. Still there. Go inside. He's still there. Clear
You
inside.
can mean from practice, so I'm getting arrow tight
Clear
here
inside.
behind me.
Still there. Still there.
Still there.
Still
My
there.
car is just plowing into the turn. This is the tightest
Still
car
there.
I've ever had.
Hold your line. Clear inside.
I don't know why, but they're pulling away. I don't like it.
The gap to Abramov behind is increasing. It's now 1.2 seconds.
We're starting to creep into the longest run we've had all race long. I'm not complaining, but this is when all the cars that have a better setup for the long run are going to start shining for sure. So far we don't even know who those people are because we haven't seen them. We've done like 5-lap runs between yellow flags. I would like to get up with that group up there where the green car is. That's where I want to be. That's the top 10 right there. That 10 car is 10th place, I think. No, he's 11th actually. We're in 14th now.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Lord.
Wow, freaking 11 took off.
Bowman is leading the race.
Thank you, Muncie, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal fam.
Come on, try the spot. Go. Get up here.
Big run coming out of turn 2.
Still here, 23.
Outside.
Car outside. Hold your line there. Still there.
Quarter outside.
He's still there. Clear outside.
Thanks for waiting for me, guys.
Car outside. Still there.
Outside.
Still there.
Still out there.
Clear high.
Clear.
I'm starting to have to lift a little in the corners.
Starting? I've been lifting forever.
Front car stay high.
Now we have 30 laps of fuel, right at 30. It's pretty close. You're gonna want to save fuel, I think, right here. So right there, estimated laps 29, and we have 30 laps to go. If we stay green from here on out, we could possibly make it if we save fuel. I'm glad I noticed that now, because I can actually do something about it. Oh, 9 car got real tight on exit. Lost a lot of momentum. Gonna take that spot easy. And we should be clear in 3, 2, 1.
I got one outside.
He's still there.
Still there.
Dude does not want to let me go. I'm really surprised at how well this car is driving with a minute 30 of repairs, and we still have 20 seconds left to repair it to fix. We're 1.4 seconds behind that car ahead of us. We're going to try to get... Why is there a green cone?
It's now 1.2.
Can we get a debris caution? So 1.4 seconds behind 12th. We're in 13th. 28 to go. 26.7 laps of fuel remaining. It's going to be a close one.
34, I was not trying to pinch you. This car is literally plowing through the turn terribly.
Let's see who's saving, who's not. Oh, somebody just spun into pit road. Oh, he's in the grass. That's a free spot coming out of 7th place. No caution yet.
V12.
Don't think we're gonna get one.
Keep them coming.
Only apron in the front stretch.
I know we're in 12th, but I'll be honest with you, I really have been enjoying this race. Like, this has been a really fun race. This whole week racing at Auto Club has been a lot of fun. Yeah, there's wrecks every once in a while, but again, that's racing, man. I mean, you gotta expect that to happen, and just you expect the wrecks to happen, and you just do your best to avoid them. Sometimes you get in them, sometimes you don't. It's just our 3rd week in a row being caught up in an incident. So I'm hoping to get some better luck here this season. Now, I wonder if these guys are saving fuel. What I would like to do is get in their draft and then start saving fuel, so that way I can keep up and use less power to keep up, if you get what I'm saying. These guys are going pretty slow too. I wonder if they're saving fuel. I bet they are. So we're in 12th. That is 11th.
Like a half a lap.
See what I'm doing? I'm letting off in the corner there, setting up for the pass on the exit.
You short by like 4 laps. More like 5.
And smooth with it. Smooth criminal with that pass. You're gonna see me doing that a bunch here. That's part of me trying to save fuel, but at the same time trying to gain on them by letting off early.
Outside, car outside. You're still there.
Come down 19. Come down 19.
Still there.
Give me that draft.
You're still there.
Alright, we're gonna have to lift a lot
Still
here.
there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
Good job. Good job. Good job. That's 10th spot. Up we go. Moving back up, guys. Okay, these guys are really tight and exit, you can see. So I'm catching them really quickly. I'm gonna take the outside here. Don't block me, 6.
Inside.
Oh, don't block me, 6.
Inside's clear.
One at a time, bud. You're looking real good.
And there it is. Out of turn 2 once again. Slide up in front, and we're clear.
What line do you want?
Stay where you are right now. When we get to the turn, go high.
Alright, come for it.
Alright, let's get these 2 more. Take a look at our fuel status here. 23 to go, and ooh, we are 3 laps short now. I've been driving a little bit too hard. I don't know, guys.
Come on, you can do better than this.
I don't know.
Car outside.
Right, let's get ready in case we at some point need to pit in.
Oh, now I'm way short.
Yeah, I came from a half lap to 3 laps. So I'm gonna set my fuel up. I'm thinking we only need maybe 3.5 gallons to make it to the end. Maybe less, maybe more actually. And I'm wondering who else is dealing. I know the leaders are dealing with the same issue. They're way up front though, so it's gonna be pretty tough to catch them. They're probably about 10 seconds ahead of us right now.
White said, I'm saving, I need to go by.
I'm hearing about a lot of guys are actually saving fuel. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough.
I probably should be saving too, but I'm not gonna be.
I don't know if it's gonna be enough. 18.
P7.
We're 3 laps short right now. that is 6th and 5th up ahead of me. So if we want to get a top 5, we just got to pass those guys ahead of me right now. But I think that if we can stay green, I kind of hope we do, because I've always hoped that the race would end green so that we could figure out stuff like this, like if we're gonna be able to make it on fuel and things.
20 laps to go. P6.
20 to go, still 3 laps short. I don't think we can save 3 laps of fuel in 20 laps. I really don't think it's gonna happen. Not in keep pace. And you already see a lot of people are pitting in for a splash of fuel and coming right back out. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in for. We'll probably go in for.
Coolman, I go next round to the pit.
3.4, and he's going wide.
We're gonna try to use.
I don't think anybody's gonna be taking tires here though, even though we need them.
And it's my first time to get by here.
Maybe if we're I'm trying to think, should we take right sides only? We're not taking a fuel. If we're taking a full tank of fuel, it would be the same amount of time to take right sides. But if we only take 3.4 gallons, taking... I'm thinking, I don't think we should take any tires. I think we should go in for just a little bit of gas.
Are we that spread out that we can't get a caution? Come on now.
Settle in, nice. P4.
Well, if you're afraid on caution, you shouldn't be racing this race, I don't believe.
I think that guy ahead of us took.
That's all.
I think he took tires.
No, I don't want one. No, I'm enjoying this. You went in the pit, didn't you?
Of course, I was leading when I went in the pit.
The gap ahead is now 1.7 seconds. New fastest lap for.
Alright, well, we're not gonna make it on fuel. We're gonna just push it. Yeah, 18 to go. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. So I'm gonna push the car, and we will pit for a splash of gas and come back out on the track.
Someone's laying the grass in front of the street.
We will not get tires though when we go in. You can tell that guy up ahead, the 12 car, definitely did take tires. I'm thinking if we should take right sides. I'm really thinking we should take right side tires.
Put up, my man. Chrome, you're on the way.
Alright, we are in the top 5 now. Sadly, we have to pit.
I bet 34. I thought you were going to go low, and I was trying to go high.
Outside.
Oh! Wreck it in two, wreck it in two. No caution, wow. No caution, wow, that's crazy. That was a pretty intense wreck, too.
The guy behind's really new end. The gap's now out of high.
Man, I was hoping that caution, I was really hoping the caution would come out, because the caution would be in our favor right now. A lot of cars stayed out, I mean pitted already. A lot of cars pitted in there and now a lap down. And that would put us and lock us into the top 3. So I'm going to stay out as long as I can. Since we know we can't make it, there's no reason.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 3.8 seconds.
We'll pit on probably like lap 95 or something like that.
Hello, I heard. Oh, go ahead then.
Okay, that works.
Sorry, I thought I was going to hit the wall.
See, leader has still not pitted.
There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
The caution would be our best friend right now.
41.6.
The caution would be our best friend right now. We don't want them to fix damage this time, though, when we go in. We have 10 laps of fuel, 4.1 gallons. Look at that. 10 laps of fuel is 4.1 gallons. Keep that. We're only 3 laps short, so we can actually fill up with probably less than 3.4 gallons and make it to the end. Let's see what's less than that. 1 point, yeah, we'll just do 3.4. I don't trust doing 1.7, no way. No way. Let's see how that plays out. If we stay green, let's see how it plays out. If we go yellow, which I hope we do, let's see how it plays out as well. As long as we don't cause the yellow, I'll be happy.
He's still there.
Still inside.
He's still there. Hold your line.
Still inside.
Still there.
I have to say, the competition is still there. Cordial today.
Clear inside. The gap behind us now. 1.0 seconds. You've just done a 41.5.
That's the guy who spun out, I think. If we can stay in his draft, though, he'll help us pick up speed a bit. Car feels really good, though. I mean, I know it's later on in the run. It's the longest run we've had all race long, and the car feels really good. It feels really stable. It doesn't feel too tight like it did when earlier in the week when I was racing this. It feels a lot better.
41.3.
A lot of cars a lap down, so again, if we were to get a caution right now, oh man. But hey, things don't usually go my way in that.
Clear lighter.
on here. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is we're not going to get a caution. I'm going to pit, and we'll probably most likely fall back to somewhere around. We'll stay in the top 10, maybe 5th. We'll see. It depends. Again, we're taking like the minimum amount of gas we can possibly get.
Behind is pitting.
I can't believe it.
Ahead is now.
10 to go.
41.3.
That lap car up there.
Happens to the best of them.
Outside. You're clear outside. P3.
That's called pit strategy.
Good job, keep digging here. Get a look at your pit and just start getting a look at it.
Sun's going down here in California, Ontario.
Unless somebody wants to do a solid and do a burnout.
I wouldn't be mad at you.
Nope.
What the heck, man?
Oh my god, you are behind me. Be careful, man.
If I were to get a caution right now, it would be the same excitement as if I had just won.
Okay, my bad. I won't try to pass you no more.
Any case, sorry.
Alright, leader is on pit road now.
Short there, Bill, or what?
Let's see,
Scarpy in the pits. Eberhard is now in the lead.
he had a really big lead too. We have 5 seconds behind what's now first place. We are, let's see. Oh wow, we're a bit more now. We're now more than, we're a lot more laps. We're like 5 laps short now. So we might need to add a little bit more fuel. I think we should be okay though.
They know you're coming.
P2, only 2 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 41.3.
Inside.
Low.
Get them out of the way.
Inside's clear.
4. I'm on it. Clear, Bo.
Are you serious? Really?
Uh-oh.
You start going down and then you come back up. Nice.
Alright, we'll be pitting in a couple laps here.
We're going to have to tip one more time.
Roy, come down.
Now, things to watch out for, guys. Oh, come on, get out of the way.
Inside.
Sorry.
Leader, pit road.
Clear inside.
Clear.
The leader.
Pitting,
20.
go high, go high.
On track leader here. Come on, guys. Give me a little bit of space.
brother.
27, come on.
Only 2 more laps of fuel. You've just done a 42.4.
Hey, you're not track leader, just so you know. Wow, long ways.
Oh, hey, trying to get some room.
Alright, we gotta pit this time. We're out of fuel. Or we will be out of fuel if we don't pit this time. That's gonna cost us that time on the track. So we gotta watch out for spinning our tires here on the entry because we're on super old tires. We're not getting tires either, so we gotta watch out for exit as well. So here we go, pitting in now. Be easy on the brake here.
Watch your speed. Engage the limiter.
Real quick stop. Real quick stop. That's what we want. And no speeding. No speeding, no penalties, none of that. Let's go. Let's focus.
5 to go, buddy. 5
this
more.
Is the last lap of fuel.
Blue hush.
2 litres remaining.
And in.
Alright, Caleb. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
Let's go. Wow, so slick these tires.
What the fuck?
And we're still in second. Oh, we might have sped just now. We came out at 58 miles an hour. Alright, it hasn't said anything. So watch out here. We're gonna get off the pit road without sliding it.
Catch this guy.
Alright, let's go. We're coming out in, looks like 7th. He's right behind us though. 7th place is right behind us. There he is. And I believe if it had not been for the 22nd car, we would be in front of that guy. Oh well. About 4 to go now.
Heads up.
But we gotta fight for this position and hold it.
Never yet.
They're inside.
Got the momentum at the second. I know we were faster than the 4 earlier.
Out of the way, man. 4.
The car in front is Collins.
Let's get in the draft and catch back up with him. Really crazy that it came down to this. Oh my god, a caution comes out! Are you freaking serious right now?
Unbelievable.
Close. Checking out behind the 4.
This changes everything.
Yeah, race is over.
Green.
Never mind.
Man, if I had stayed out one more lap, I would have stopped on the track up there.
I was so lucky. The wrecking was behind me, and the car who was wrecking was the car who was.
So it looks like we're gonna that caution is gonna end the race because we're at lap 98, and we're gonna be ending under yellow. That caution came out one lap too late for me.
Decide what line you want.
So we're gonna finish in 8th, which is not bad considering everything that happened to us today.
Come around and pace car.
And I'm honestly not mad. I'm not mad about it. I mean, I obviously wish I could have been up more up front. Yep. The person who won, I feel like I was faster than him.
Good
just
job,
wasn't in a
guys.
position to do
nice
so.
Racing.
But it's all good. It happens.
Yeah, thanks guys. Good racing with you guys.
But it was a good race. Pretty clean race for the most part. I know there's been a bunch of wrecks and stuff, but not too many around me. I was around. Oh, 2 of them was around me.
Extreme flag run at the end there.
It was fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
You ran this race like you owned it. I watched you race right around me and you shot around. Good.
I really like the ending. Like I love how it actually did end up coming down to pitch strategy and fuel and things like that. Like I like it when that happens. Like it gives a whole new dynamic to the race. It's pretty cool.
Going into the pits on you, but you came out what, like 5 seconds.
But yes, we did get in the top 10.
That was probably
after falling all the way back to what 17th, 18th place when we got that really bad damage after that bad wreck. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we did a really good job of coming back here. Like it could have been a lot worse. I thought we had really bad damage when we had a minute and 30 seconds of damage to fix. I thought it was over.
I pitted early to you know.
So I'm thinking though, even though we waited till the last minute,
if we would have had a caution anywhere in that run, I think it would have played out differently.
There's multiple ways that could have went, and they're kind of discussing it in the background. If we had pitted earlier, we would have most likely gained more position because we would have more momentum coming into this last part of the race. But if the caution had came out, we would have been left a lap down because we had pitted too early. Pitting late allowed us to stay up front, and hope for a new caution to come out. Caution did not come out in time, and you know. But I mean, I think this is really, I mean, there's a couple spots we could have got. We were pretty close to 6th place there coming out of the pits. But you know, overall, I really feel like it was a good race. We fell to the back, came back up to the top 10. Didn't think the car was still gonna be able to do it. So, you know, a lot of times when I do these races, like I want to do it, I'm like, okay, I got it. I want to do it again.
I was only at
I want to do it again. I learned some things. Now I want to try it again. Sadly, I can't do this specific race, but they do have a open races all week long, and I can do more of those. So I probably will do some more of those. Hope I'll maybe get a win in one of those races, but we'll see what happens. But
yeah, Dave, you need to stay off the apron.
Thank you guys, though, as always, for watching, for hanging out with me today. You guys are amazing.
Trying to go all the way down to that white line.
You make this a whole lot more fun. It's more fun to have you guys watching live and chatting with me and talking with me throughout the race and all that. It's more fun to do that than for me to come out here and do these races and record it.
Well, we'll see you guys in the fixed race if you guys are there.
See you tonight.
It's the same with F1.
See you later, guys.
But next week, Tuesday and Thursday, we'll be racing again for us. And that's check right there. It's officially over 8th place for us.
I'm going around one more time.
It's a good fight all day.
I'm actually going to pull it over right here.
So frustrating. Good job, Jeff.
Wow, that pink car was jacked up. Let's see. That's crazy. Look at our car, though. We don't have any. The only damage we have is from when we hit the wall trying to avoid that lap car that one time. That's the only damage we have. Other than that, we didn't have any other damage. I'll be curious if we can go back to lap 42.
Thanks.
Can't go that far back. We only go as far. Yeah, we can. Alright, car is clean. This is, I believe, when that big wreck happened. Let's take a. Let's see it. Look how busy it was. Cars everywhere. How bouncy it is, you know. Alright, this is when it happened, I think. Yep, red car. Nope, that's probably the next lap. Let's see. Go next lap. Okay, here it is. So right before this one. Goes fast mode, and here we go. All right. Oh wait, no, not it either. When did it happen? Well, I think that was.
Trying to get some practice going in my pit stall.
I think that was it.
Jeff, what happened?
Yeah, that was it right there.
I'm number 1 here.
Here we go.
Wow. Yeah, it says I passed the pace car, but I didn't.
Did you go in too
early
and didn't finish the lap or what?
Watch it from inside.
It said I passed the pace car, but on
Alright, here's a red car on the right side of your screen. Hits the wall, comes down, hits him, and boom, we did actually hit him and go right through the 25.
I think he went in before he crossed the finish line.
I want to see this another view.
You just gave him the win.
I didn't see the car flying on it. When it happened, there was a car flying. I didn't see a car flying this time. So 30. What the heck was he thinking? Seriously.
Yeah, it says number 1 on my screen. Usually when the race is over, it won't count any more laps. I did that extra lap, and then I come around to start finishing. It gave me the first place.
Bam, bam. So like we hit him, it like registered that we got damaged, but you don't see any damage on the car.
No, that's bad luck.
Anyways, guys, I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for watching.
And I'm gonna burn them down.
3 choices. Give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time.
And who was it? Wasn't it Jeff that said don't jinx it earlier in the race? 20 laps ago, or?
I don't understand why it said pass the pace car.